Jackson wasn't concerned about the threat they're making. He said that he would always be the one that they keep choosing. He called their bluff cause he was sure the people really liked him. He wouldn't take any advice that wasn't to his liking. The governors of New York and California, they were just so bad about his ridiculous behavior.
Scene 1, June 2017. The Office of the President of the United States of America. Several mirrors are strategically placed around the room, which allow President Granderson to view himself on a regular basis. A television is in one corner. His desk sits in the center of the room. On it is a mirror, a telephone, several pens, and large envelopes with the words "important" and "classified" stamped on them. President Granderson, Alvin Taper, Bob Barnica, and Chance Collery are in the president's office. The president is coming to the end of a poor trumpet rendition of "America the Beautiful."
What do you say, guys?
Oh, well done, Mr. President. Bravo. Bravo.
Terrific.
Wow, just wow.
Just a little something to start the day.
I know you play, Mr. President, but that was just the best.
Mr. President, this just in from the United Press. California and New York are going ahead with their referendum to decide whether they should leave or stay in the Union.
Forget them. Who needs them anyway? They're a bunch of blowhards. Let them leave.
But Mr. President.
I don't give a rat's behind. We're better off without those whining bureaucrats.
Mr. President.
I bet you'll fail, though. I bet they will. Just wait and see. I have people on the ground, and they've already taken the temperature of the people. The referendum would never pass.
But, sir, those constituents.
I'll laugh in their faces when it fails. Tell you what. I'll dare them.
Mr. President, I wouldn't suggest that you do that.
I'm calling their bluff. They think I'm scared of them? There, call their bluff.
Well done, Mr. President. Well done.
But I think you should.
That's right. You show them there's no one like you, sir.
I think this situation could have been handled more sensitively.
Bah, I wouldn't think too much about it if I were you.
The president just doesn't put too much stock in those plutocrats.
Yes, but they're saying that the plutocrats.
Hey, where's Chance? Get Chance.
Yes, sir. Here, sir.
Ah, there you are. What are the polls saying about this foolishness?
Yes, sir. Checking, sir.
Oh, come on. You should have those figures waiting already.
Yes, sir. The polls are saying, well, they are suggesting.
Hey, what's going on with that phone of yours?
Yes, sir. They seem to suggest that, judging by the mood of the constituents, they may very well vote to secede.
Who conducted that poll?
Sir?
The Rational Organization of Data Collectors?
Yes, sir. That's it. They were the ones, the Rational Organization of Data Collectors, Mr. President.
Bunch of fakes.
Their poll numbers will just reflect the people they questioned.
That's usually what polls do.
They probably asked a bunch of bureaucrats and their friends.
But do you think they would get the same results on both coasts?
I wouldn't worry about it. They've been wrong before.
No, the poll numbers are pretty strong, Mr. President.
They've been wrong before.
Hey, you know, the president has important things to do. Where's my papers here? Hey, Barnica, here it is. We have that restaurant bill to sign into law.
Sir, with all due respect, Mr. President, we really need to push back on this campaign to secede.
Why? That will only give those bureaucrats the impression that I think they can win. I have no time to waste. I will succeed.
But Mr. President, ignoring it will not make it go away.
Oh, no? History will show something else. Believe me.
The president has never been wrong in any of his decisions.
I'm just concerned that this decision to taunt those two big states is a mistake. That's all.
You see, that's the difference between you and me, Taper. The president has the people's mandate to lead, and so I lead. I'm not afraid to offend anyone. And besides, regardless, they all come around. You know, they might fuss in private, which really they don't, because they do know I'm right 100% of the time, and they support me. They know they can't stay in power without me. The mood of the people, Taper. That's the important thing here, not the polls, not what the political pundits say, but the mood of the people. I know it, and I capitalize on it every time.
Yes, sir. I understand, Mr. President, which is why I suggest.
What is your take on it, Barnaker? Is the president wrong?
No, sir. The president's 100% right. As a matter of fact, I'd say that never in the history of the world has there been anyone else with such thorough understanding of the mood of the people. I mean, Mr. President, you're a genius, an absolute genius.
I've been called worse things, Barnaker, but genius would do. Hey, Dee, come in here a minute and bring your notepad. I'll tell you what, since Taper thinks a response is necessary, let's do that. Let's respond. Barnaker, you'll call a press conference to address the secession story and tell them my position on this joke. No need to take questions. This is not a discussion.
Understood, Mr. President.
Where's Dee?
I'm right here, Mr. President.
Good. Barnaker will give a press conference today, so arrange for him to make a statement in about an hour. He'll have his written statement, of course, so take his notes.
I'm ready, sir.
The president calls the attempt of the polls to show that the people of New York and California want to succeed a hoax. The real polls show that New Yorkers and Californians love what they're doing. 90%, 99% agree with it, and no one can find anyone who disagrees. These hoaxsters in the media will not derail the president's agenda.
Is that it, sir?
What else is there to say?
Yes, sir. I just wanted to be sure, sir.
You do know that they'll ask for the source of your poll numbers, Mr. President.
They can ask. No one's hearing them.
You gave a thorough statement, Mr. President, straight and to the point, very adept.
That's what the people want. No beating around the bush.
I guess not.
Hey, what's the number on my polls, Chance?
Which polls are we looking at, sir?
Well, likability polls. Check the official presidential data report. Spot on posters, those are. Incredible work they're doing.
Oh, checking, sir.
Is there anything else, sir?
No, we're done. Hey, I thought you had printed that up for the release already.
Oh, yes, sir.
The official presidential data report gives you high positive marks all around, sir. According to that poll, the people love you.
Ah, see that, Taper? Those are the numbers that really matter.
Yes, sir, Mr. President. Understood.
Yes? Put him through. Minnow, how's it going in there in the Senate? Good, good. Yes, yes, keep pushing my bills through. You've done an excellent job. Hey, why? What's to worry about? Oh, come on, Minnow. You know better than to listen to what those rogues have to say. We are confident that won't happen. Oh, I know for a fact that those numbers are wrong. They're made up. I have proof. Don't believe the lies you hear in the media, okay? I know the truth, and I'm telling you, the real polls tell a different story. Those states are staying. Tell him you spoke with the president, and he assures you that nothing has changed, okay? Great. Now, where were we? Yes, let's look at the new law I'm about to sign.
Oh, which one, Mr. President?
I think the most important one today is the one that will give me access to the Treasury to use any money as I see fit.
They won't bring it for debate, Mr. President. Some think it might compromise their position and jeopardize their re-election.
Nonsense. If I get the leeway I need, their support would only mean that they would benefit. Where have I ever failed them?
I guess they think that it's a
Yes,
little-
Barnaker. I need hard facts, not guesses.
Yes, sir. What I mean to say is they don't see their constituents going for that.
What a bunch of cowards.
Sir, the polls suggest that most Americans do not want the president to have access to the Treasury.
Who said?
Well, these facts are from the Independent Pollsters Association, Mr. President.
They're not facts. Don't call them facts.
Yes, Mr. President.
They're a bunch of made-up numbers from liberal enthusiasts.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Mr. Barnaker.
Thank you, Mr. President.
If you want to have a correct poll, check the Pluck News poll on that question. They should have run a poll yesterday.
Yeah, I'm checking, sir.
Can't believe I'm paying you when I have a better understanding of where the right poll numbers are. Unbelievable.
No, sir. Just trying to get accurate reporting on the polls, sir.
Mr. President, sir, there's an article from the prestigious Plyerstown Review about overreach in government with respect to using public funds to advance personal agendas within the government.
And?
Well, they're saying that this will undermine the government's credibility and expose it to unnecessary lawsuits from various organizations, and further that it weakened the view other governments hold in the United States fiscal integrity.
That's dumb.
Sir?
They don't know what they're talking about. Who are these jokers anyway?
The Plyerstown Review, Mr. President.
They tend to give the president unfavorable reviews anyway.
Well, now, Bobby, I wouldn't say that at all. They're completely unbiased.
What is this? A bunch of professors who sit in their high tower and conduct polls that nobody understands?
Sir, surely you know that this organization has been recognized worldwide for its integrity and accuracy.
Says who?
Sir.
Says who? The Plyerstown Review?
Sir, this is a widely known fact.
They're not facts. Stop saying they're facts. I'll tell you what the facts are, and those are not facts.
Yes, sir, Mr. President.
Blackout. Scene 2. Several weeks later, 10 p.m., the President's office. President Granderson, Bob Barnaker, Alvin Taper, and Chance Collery are keeping track of the unfolding results of the referendum in New York and California.
This is dumb. I could have been doing something better with my time than having to deal with this ridiculous foolishness.
Mr. President, have you given any thought to what your response will be if New York and California vote to secede?
Why should I? I already know what the results will be, and for that, I am prepared.
But what if you're wrong, sir?
The president won't be wrong.
But what if that happens, Bobby? Then what?
Why all the negativity, Alvin? It's not like it's going
The president has no concerns with the possibility of that outcome, Taper.
So the exit polls are coming in, sir.
Oh, yeah? Good.
The
The president can't wait. What a bunch of losers.
Well, the numbers are
They'll kick themselves in the face when they see how wrong they were.
They'll have to come back begging, believe me.
70% of the vote counted in New York.
Hey, let the president know when it really matters.
And 70% of those voters voted yes.
What's that? About 4,900 people out of the whole state?
Sir?
7 times 7, then add 2 zeros. Come on, Chance, do the math.
But that's not how it's done, sir.
Very early count in California. Too early to call yet.
Yeah, we'll be okay.
Well, the experts are predicting a landslide referendum to secede.
Those jokers don't know people like I do. If they want to know what's really going on, they should ask me. Everywhere I go, when you see it, people are pushing to touch me.
They sure are, Mr. President.
It's unbelievable, really ridiculous, but that's how these people are. They want to be near me. They can't have enough of me. I'm their hero, their real life superhero.
The president is well loved and admired.
Do you remember that lady the other day when I met the parents of the fallen? She was literally falling head over heels to touch me and tell me how much she loved me. She wanted to take a picture with me to preserve the moment.
You're the finest president this country has ever had, sir.
That's obvious, Bobby.
I'm telling you, these bureaucrats don't know what they're doing. They're digging a political grave and don't even see it. The people want a king, a savior, a God here on earth. They wouldn't say it like that, but when you tap into the mood of the people, you know that's what they want, but are afraid to say so. My predecessor, I'll admit off the record, had a good chance of being that God on earth for them, but he blew it. He told them to their faces that he wouldn't be their God. What a loser.
That's why you stepped up and filled the need, Mr. President. And for this, we are eternally grateful.
More poll results coming in from California and New York, and there is cause for concern.
Pardon me, Mr. President. Rolf Garden is on the phone.
What does he want?
I wouldn't know, sir.
Can't stand that man. All right, I'll take the call. Rolf, what has you calling me at this hour? That's the concern of the Plutocrat National Committee? You have nothing to be alarmed about. Look, just do what you've been doing so well these past months, okay? Follow my lead. Whatever I do, just be sure to emphasize it as the PNC's position. As you know, you can't go wrong with that. Cowards. Hey, what's the latest on the Homeland Security policy? How many votes do we still need?
We need 43 more votes, Mr. President.
What? Who's still holding out?
Well, we have the New York and California people and
Figures. I hope they understand they have nothing to gain from this standoff.
Oh, we've made it clear to them, sir, but they seem to think that they have their constituents behind them, Massachusetts too.
You know, we need to send them a reminder. Maybe they still don't realize that they need to get with the program.
We'll turn up the heat, Mr. President.
Good.
And the numbers are coming in fast and furious from California, sir.
And?
Well, if it continues like this, the referendum to leave will succeed.
Nonsense. Too early to call.
87% of New York's votes counted, sir. So far, those voting to leave outnumbered those voting to stay by more than 2 to 1.
Look, if it's one thing I've learned, it ain't over till the fat lady sings.
Yes, sir. But people are gathering all over New York State for what they believe will be a night of celebration.
Let's not jump to conclusions.
Yeah, it's always the late rally that trips them up, never fails. I have faith in my people. They're good people, and they always come through for me.
Well, sir, more numbers are coming back from both coasts.
Fools.
The polls were right.
Idiots. Let them leave. We don't need them.
Wild celebrations in the streets of New York.
That'll change. They need the other 48. Trust me.
Sir, the other 48 need them. Those are 2 of the 3 largest economies.
What the? Hey, bring me my pen. I'll sign an executive order forbidding them to leave. And anyway, we still have Texas.
Excuse me, Mr. President. The governor of New York is on the phone.
I'm not taking her call.
Sir, but she really needs...
Telling the president's busy. Go.
Yes, sir.
What? Let's go over the...
The governor of California is on the phone, Mr. President.
Tell him the president is busy.
But, sir...
I said tell him the president is busy.
Yes, sir.
The market in Hong Kong is in tumult.
Good.
But Mr. President...
Let it all crumble, then they'll come back. Yes. Yes, I knew it was going to be bad. How much? Sell. Sell fast. I don't care if Wall Street is closed. Call Jerry Mander and tell him to sell, damn it. Somebody's going to pay for this piece of crap. Do you realize how much money I'm losing? Those bastards, they'll pay for this. Where's Chance? Chance!
Yes, sir.
How come you didn't see this coming?
But sir,
What do I have you for? I've got a bunch of fools around me. Incompetent. You were watching this. How come you didn't see this coming?
Well, look,
Clean this up. Clean this up. Call a press conference. Let's make a statement. The vote was rigged. That's the angle we'll take to explain all this. Let's make them question the results. If we do, that'll get them to question if the people really want to secede.
That's a dangerous position to take, Mr. President.
Why? We've used it before, and people bought it lock, stock, and barrel.
And besides, there's jubilation in New York and California. I don't think they care what you say.
They care. If I say so, they care.
But Mr. President, remember, one fallout from playing the angle of the vote being rigged was that around the globe, other countries began dismissing the US as leader of democracy. They said all the questions that were raised about a rigged election invalidated our democracy and your presidency.
But nobody listened to them. I can't even remember anything like that.
Sir, that was just 2 months ago.
And already we've forgotten. Look, people have short memories. Believe me, I can hardly remember some of the things I said just this morning. And don't even think about asking me about anything I said yesterday.
That's the problem.
Mr. President, I see what you're saying. I can work that angle with you.
I like you, Barnica. You see things the way I do. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And if it could be broken some more, then destroy it. The markets in Singapore are going crazy.
The governors of New York and California are about to address their constituents, sir.
Block them out. Call in the military. We're going in.
But sir, you need to be more level-headed.
Rally the troops. We'll invade New York and California.
Invade, sir? I mean, can we do that?
If I say we can do it, we can do it. Get General Ramble and tell him to rally the troops.
Get General Ramble on the phone now.
Where's Ramble?
Where's Ramble?
Rumblings on social media about talks of the secession in Massachusetts and Illinois too.
Yeah, a bunch of copycats. They'll never secede. They love me. My numbers in those states are fabulous. This is just a bunch of fart blowing.
Sir, do I need to remind you?
Bunch of farts and turds.
That's how New York and California started out, sir, on social media.
The Prime Minister of Great Britain is on the phone, sir.
What the? Okay, let me take it. Madam Prime Minister. Yes. Yes. Oh, I wouldn't bother about it if I were you. The markets? Oh, of course, there might be a temporary response. You know what that's like. It'll settle down by tomorrow, don't worry. Yeah, I know it's already tomorrow there. I'm taking care of it as we speak. I think your country will be fine. Yes, I know that it's both New York and California, but if you ask me, I'll tell you that the voting was rigged. We have proof that cyber bureaucrat hackers interfered with the referendum. Oh, disgusting, absolutely disgusting, but we're onto them. We'll weed them out. My number in those states are better than ever. They love me. They love my policy. We'll jail them. I'm not a problem. Madam Prime Minister, trust me. This looks far worse than it is. Trust me, this is going nowhere. Madam Prime Minister, believe me, it's taken care of. Well, let me say this. This government is totally in control of everything. New York and California aren't really leaving. I mean, where would they go? They need us. Yes, I understand. Yes, it's what everybody says. But I think what people fail to see is that they need the other 48 more than the other 48 need them. Yes, the populations are large, but I would never distort the facts. Madam Prime Minister, let me assure you once again that the president is in control. My government is committed to reassuring the world that the United States is still the 50 states. Nothing has changed. We are still as strong as ever.
The Prime Minister of Canada, the German Chancellor, and the French all need to talk.
Madam Prime Minister, I assure you that we'll sort this out before 6 a.m. Yeah, Washington time. I have other business to tend to, and I hate to be begging your time. Yes, ma'am, in a couple of hours. What the hell is wrong with you?
I know, sir. My apologies, sir. But I have several other heads of states on the phone for you.
Let them wait. The president is busy.
I have, sir, but their people keep calling us over and over. They insist on talking to you immediately.
Mr. President,
General Ramble. Hey, we have a situation.
that we do, sir. That we do.
Pardon me, sir.
I
but-
said I'm busy.
Yes, sir.
So, how can we help?
Call in the troops.
Why, certainly, Mr. President.
We have some dissidents that are trying to overthrow the president.
And for that, our military is prepared.
Well, take care of this. Clean it up.
Count it done, Mr. President. We'll tether those upstarts.
How can I assist you, Mr. President?
Yes. What are they saying?
Who are we talking about, Mr. President?
The people, the media. Where's Chance?
Yes, sir. Here, Mr. President.
What are they saying?
I mean, you see the jubilation on the screen.
Yes, but what are they saying?
Well, the people are celebrating, sir. They're calling it a victory for common sense.
Ridiculous. Taper! Taper, didn't I say to order a blackout in the media? We don't want to give anyone else ideas.
Mr. President, sir, I don't see how we can achieve that.
A blackout. Prevent the media from covering the riots in New York and California.
Riots, sir?
Yes, they're riots. Call a press conference, make a press release and cry, shame on the riots in New York and California.
But, sir.
They'll scare them. Nobody will come out. We'll control these upstarts.
But, sir, I
Do I need to get someone in here who can actually get things done? Where's Barnaker?
At your side, Mr. President.
Make sure there's a media blackout now.
Count it done, Mr. President.
So what kinds of troops are we looking at, Mr. President?
Lots. We want lots of troops.
Sounds like a good number.
Hey, deploy them in New York City and LA. Surround all the government offices.
Ah, that calls for specific strategy on the ground.
Well, take over the airports.
Especially the big ones like JFK and LAX.
That would be a massive undertaking,
It can be done.
and it would require tremendous resources and coordination across the military.
Do whatever it takes.
Mr. President, I can take the lead on anything.
I'm depending on you to get this done, Ramble.
I hope not to disappoint you, Mr. President.
This will be an invasion the likes of which we have never seen before.
An invasion, huh? On both coasts?
Yes, on both coasts. Hey, don't be afraid to use force to subdue these rebels.
Sounds exciting. We'll consider all options, Mr. President.
Barnaker,
Yes, Mr. President.
did you get a hold of our friends over at Pluck News?
Yes, Mr. President, they're on it. They're showing footage of you visiting the Dome and other programming.
Beautiful. Where's Chance? Chance,
Yes, sir, Mr. President.
what are they saying?
Well, some are calling it the biggest political overthrow in modern times.
Bastards.
Well, they're saying their voices have been heard.
Send in the troops. Lock them up.
Count it done, Mr. President.
But, sir, you can't just lock the people up.
Why not?
Mr. President, sir, the whole world is seeing that these people are celebrating. If we claim that these people are rioters, we'll look like a bunch of liars. They'll say that we are reframing the facts.
I don't care what they think or what they think they see. We'll tell them what they saw. We'll tell them how to experience what they thought they saw. I don't care what you or anyone else calls it. So if they want to call it reframing the facts, then by all means do that. Let's reframe the facts. But I wouldn't stand for any of this anarchy.
Blackout. Scene 3. The following morning. The President's office. President Granderson, Bob Barnaker, Chance Collery, and Alvin Taper haven't slept all night and they are exhausted. The President's cell phone and desk phone ring continuously. The President is despondent.
I don't understand why Ramble hasn't reported back. Try getting him on the line one more time, Chance.
No answer, Mr. President.
It must be that he has controlled the riots. Could have met with some pushback. Sometimes things like that are to be expected from rioters, but our men will have it all under control.
Yes, Mr. President.
Hey, what's the folks at Pluck saying, Taper?
Nothing about secession, Mr. President.
Yep, I knew it. They've stopped the rioters dead in their tracks.
Washington's in disarray, sir.
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
Do you want me to answer those calls, sir?
Let them be.
Mr. President, the leader of the House is
What does she want?
the current situation, sir.
Well, tell her I'll call her later.
Yes, Mr. President. Sir?
Not now, Dee.
Yes, sir.
Mr. President, the markets are tanking fast.
They'll rebound.
Sir?
I wouldn't worry about it.
Analysts are predicting that the S&P will flatline very soon.
It'll rebound.
The Dow Jones is all but dead.
It'll revive.
Sir, if you don't do something, the economy cannot survive without New York and California.
Yeah, the economy will be stronger than ever.
But sir, everyone is panicking.
Says who? Listen, the president isn't panicking. Do you see me panicking?
I guess not, Mr. President.
Darn it. I'm losing so much money right now. Mr. President, please do something.
Mr. President, world leaders are still calling in, sir. Please, sir, won't you just speak to at least a couple of them? It'll really help calm them down.
Yes, everyone wants to talk to me. Tell them everything is under control. The president says so.
But sir, they want to talk to you. They see what's going on. They know these things can't be good if New York and California are—
If you mention those names one more time, you'll be looking for a job.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God, I'm ruined. I'm ruined, sir. How are we going to ever recover from this financial fallout?
Get a grip on yourself, Barnaker. Our economy will be stronger without them.
So you say, sir, but how? When?
By tomorrow, our finance guys would set up the new market order. Have no fear. It will be the biggest and most stupendous rally you will ever see. All those other markets will pale in comparison to them.
Sir, news just back from the front lines. Seems like the invasion was thwarted.
What? We have the greatest military might in the entire world. How could our invasion be stopped? Get Rambo.
Yes, sir.
Not you. Chance, get Rambo.
All right, yes, sir.
Well, where the hell is Dee?
I'm right here, sir.
Will you get the phones? Why don't you answer the phones?
This is the office of the President of the United States of America. The station speaking. I'm sorry, the president is in a very important, high-powered meeting at the moment. Yes, Mr. Premier, I understand. As soon as the president gets through with his meeting, I assure you I will relay the message to him. Yes, sir, of course. Goodbye, sir. That was Premier, and
I know who it was.
well, he's concerned
I
about
really don't care.
Yes, sir. Is there anything else?
You're dismissed.
Sir?
To your desk. And keep those pesky calls away from me. I have lots to do.
Yes, sir.
Nobody has Rambo on the phone yet?
I think that might be a little difficult right now, sir.
Yeah? Why?
It seems like the invaders are partying with the secessionists, sir.
What?
It's all over social media.
Nobody pays attention to social media.
The networks are covering it too.
Oh my God.
What the heck?
It's a nightmare.
Traitors! Treason! Call in the National Guard.
That is the National
National Guard.
Oh, Rambo, you'll pay for this.
President Granderson wasn't concerned about the threat they're making. He said that he will always be the one that they keep choosing. He called her bluff because he was sure that
Blackout.
people really